Then we went to the next key aspect, where people, when we're talking at a floor plan level, at a unit plan level, right? So what are the key things which came up, during our focus group studies and, our one-on-one interviews? These keywords sort of emerged: lighting, ventilation, carpet area. And another aspect, let me share a story also. So when most of our customers, again, if you look at the demographic and behavioral data, I've traveled world over. Most of them are working in the IT sector, right? And they have traveled abroad internationally. So when we were doing a sort of a research, one of our question was, okay, what is a good building for you? As simple as that. Like, what is your aspiration? And then we had like A/B testing, like we showed multiple images. And across various people, when we ran that experiment, many people picked buildings which were tall and had a glass facade, right? So that was something which they told was their aspiration. And in fact, even one of the question was, which is your most favorite city? The three cities which came up were New York, Singapore, and London. And what is it that you like about it when we asked that question? So people were telling, okay, I like the tall buildings, glass facade, which looks sleek and tall, right? So that's when we sort of, okay, if this is an aspiration what our customers have, then let's plan for that. How can we deliver on that? That's how the entire concept of curtain wall came. Now, okay, curtain wall is a good to have feature which sort of adds to the aspiration of people, right? Adds to the aspiration of our customers. But then does it have any other functional implication? See, one is the aesthetics, right? So you look, it's going to look good. Definitely that's a very, very important thing. But what we have realized in our research is there's a lot of utility, a lot of functional aspect also which curtain walls bring in. One, like the top three to start with, is what mentioned here. Is that, see, again, when we were again doing past research, is that people wanted, okay, they loved our concept of outdoor living, which had a very big balcony, but they were like, can we maximize the carpet area? Yes, naturally. So what we realized is, okay, some of our projects which we have handed over and delivered to our customers, when we went and did the study, they're spending a lot of time in the outdoor balcony area. And there are other balconies, the smaller balconies attached to the bedroom, are not being used much. So that is when we got an idea that, okay, there is a room to maximize the carpet area. Now, balcony definitely adds a lot of utility in the sense that, what is the key aspect of a balcony? One is, balcony brings in more lighting into your apartment, right? Second, naturally more ventilation also, right? But the con side of that is your carpet area gets minimized. So when we actually started planning and brought in the concept of curtain wall, we could see that we could address the two pros and without losing on the con. That is, by giving a wall, removing the entire wall and putting a glass facade, you're maximizing the lighting. In fact, much more than what a balcony also brings in, because in this case, the entire wall is now a glass. So the lighting increased significantly, almost 30% more than what a balcony can bring in, right? Second thing was, naturally, a curtain wall, you can open the entire sliding door. So again, the ventilation, from a ventilation standpoint, you're achieving a higher open areas as well, like higher ventilation areas, so more air can flow inside out of the unit without losing the carpet area. Now, naturally, because we could bring in these two, the balcony got moved into the bedroom, thereby maximizing the carpet area. So it was I would say, I would really thank our customers for pushing us in the direction. So curtain wall sort of, with one bullet, we got all the three birds, which is we could increase the lighting, improve the ventilation, and maximize the carpet area as well. So this is what was one of the biggest advantage of the curtain wall. Definitely apart from the most important thing, which is the aesthetics. The look is going to be stunning, right? So these are some of the views of how the curtain wall is going to look. This, in fact, this is a render from a Broadway project, right? So it looks like you're in any world-class building in Singapore or New York. So it's got a very international urban architecture perspective. Again, at the same time, you can see, because of the large amount of opening, the amount of lighting which is going to come into your room is going to be very, very high. And you can open the entire, that frame what you're seeing, which is like a sliding door, you can open it. And then some people even had doubts, what about the safety? We open it, will we fall down? No, there'll be a glass railing right outside. That will be a safety glass. So that will act as a safety glass so you don't, you don't fall off. right? So these were some of the big advantages of this entire curtain wall, right? So let me show you some of the renders. These are some of the renders from artistic impressions from, I think, one of the master bedroom. So you can see the simply, imagine somebody in their, higher floors or like 20th or 30th floor, and how you're going to look down on the city, right? You're going to see the entire city spring up in front of you, right? And again, I just wanted to even show where all is this curtain wall coming at a unit plan level. So this is how the yellow line what you have mentioned, that is where the curtain wall is coming in each of the unit. In fact, in most of the units, it's coming in minimum of 2 bedrooms, right? So that really enhances. In some cases, it's coming in the kid bedroom, so that really enhances the light and ventilation in those places, right? So again, a small. So another important aspect which I wanted to sort of pull up, which we have improvised in Broadway. Again, coming from a product research and adding to the ventilation of the space as well, right? So a taller space, you're going to feel much more breezy. You're going to feel, much better aerated also, right? So we have improved the entire slab to slab height. Standard, most of our competition is giving 3000 mm as a standard height from floor to floor. In Broadway, we have increased by 300 mm. That's almost 10%. So the floor to ceiling height is 3300 mm. That is gross. So you can see slab to slab. Clear height is going to be 3050 mm. There's going to be a slab thickness of approximately 150 to 175 mm. And then another 75 to 100 mm of flooring and whatever mortar. And then you're going to have a clear height of close to 3050 mm. So that's roughly around slightly about 10 feet, if I'm not wrong. Right? Again, this also adds to the entire aspect of the space in your apartment. Right? And again, our key feature, what you can see, this has been our best seller, and it has, now that we have handed over projects which have outdoor living, we're getting great feedback from all our customers who are living there. And family come over, they all intrinsically gravitate towards the big balcony, the outdoor living, and they're really enjoying that space. So again, learning from our other projects, here the outdoor living is, I would say, 15% to 20% bigger than what we have given in previous projects. Again, with the advantage of curtain wall, what's happening is all the other balconies have been converted into the room, thereby maximizing the carpet. And naturally, because we could increase the carpet, here we could negotiate and we could increase the balcony size. Outdoor living size, which is almost 15% bigger than all our previous projects. So it's really going to have like your own patio in the sky, right? That's how it's going to look like. This is one of the renders what we have done to give you a perspective of this entire thing, right? It's going to look very sleek and classy,